The power of attraction lies not in the chase, but in the alignment of your inner world with your desires. When you understand this fundamental truth, you will realize that what is meant for you will inevitably find its way to you, effortlessly and naturally. Inner alignment is the cornerstone of true manifestation. It's not enough to simply want something. You must become a vibrational match to your desires. This means aligning your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs with what you seek to attract. When these elements are in harmony, you create a powerful force that draws your desires into your life effortlessly. Inner alignment begins with your thoughts. What you think consistently shapes your reality. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, or negativity, you send mixed signals to the universe. These conflicting vibrations create resistance, which can delay or block the manifestation of your desires. To achieve inner alignment, your thoughts must be clear, focused, and consistent with what you want to create. But thoughts alone are not enough. Your emotions play a crucial role in the process of alignment. Emotions are the fuel that energizes your thoughts and brings them to life. When you feel joy, gratitude, and love in relation to your desires, you amplify their power. These positive emotions raise your vibration, making it easier for the universe to respond to your requests. Conversely, feelings of anxiety, frustration, or impatience can lower your vibration, making it harder to attract what you want. Beliefs are the final piece of the puzzle. Your beliefs are the deep-seated convictions that shape your perception of reality. They are the lens through which you view the world, and they dictate what you believe is possible for you. If your beliefs are rooted in scarcity, limitation, or unworthiness, they will create a barrier to manifestation. To align with your desires, you must cultivate empowering beliefs that support your goals. This requires reprogramming your subconscious mind, replacing old, limiting beliefs with new, expansive ones that align with the reality you wish to create. When your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are in perfect alignment, you become a powerful magnet for your desires. This alignment creates a clear, unimpeded path for the universe to deliver what you want. Instead of chasing after your goals, you simply attract them into your life. This is the essence of effortless manifestation, the ability to draw what you desire to you by becoming a vibrational match to it. Inner alignment is not a one-time event. It is a continuous process of self-awareness and adjustment. As you move through life, you may encounter challenges or situations that test your alignment. When this happens, it's essential to return to your center, realigning your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs with your highest intentions. This ongoing practice of alignment ensures that you remain in harmony with your desires, allowing them to manifest with ease and grace. The law of assumption is a powerful principle that shapes the reality you experience. At its core, this law states that whatever you assume to be true, whether it is or not, will manifest in your life. Your assumptions, deeply held beliefs, and perceptions create the framework within which your life unfolds. When you consciously harness this law, you can transform your reality by assuming the state of your desires as already fulfilled. To work with the law of assumption, you must first understand that reality is malleable. It is not fixed or rigid, but responds to the dominant assumptions held in your mind. These assumptions are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Whatever you assume to be true, the subconscious mind accepts without question, and it begins to materialize this assumption in the physical world. Assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled is the key to activating this law. This involves more than just thinking about what you want. It requires you to embody the emotional and mental state of already having what you desire. When you live from the end, as though your goal is already accomplished, you create a powerful resonance with that reality. Your mind and body begin to align with this new state of being, and the world around you starts to shift to reflect this assumption. This process is subtle but incredibly powerful. For example, if you assume that you are successful, confident, and deserving of abundance, your behavior, decisions, and interactions will naturally align with these beliefs. People and opportunities that resonate with your new state of being will be drawn to you. Conversely, if you assume lack, fear, or unworthiness, these will be the experiences that manifest in your life. The law of assumption does not operate on effort or force. It is about ease and certainty. When you make an assumption, you are not wishing or hoping. It is a quiet, unwavering confidence that what you assume is already yours. There is no need to figure out how it will happen. The law will take care of the details. Your only task is to maintain the assumption, to persist in the belief that it is already done, regardless of any outer circumstances that may seem contrary. Persistence in your assumption is crucial. The external world may not immediately reflect your new belief, but the key is to remain steadfast in your assumption. Over time, reality will conform to the dominant assumptions you hold. This is where many falter, giving up too soon when they do not see immediate results. However, those who persist in their assumptions, unwavering in their conviction, will ultimately see their desires manifest. The law of assumption is not just about attracting material things, it's about embodying the qualities and experiences you wish to see in your life. Whether it's love, success, health, or happiness, when you assume these qualities as your present reality, they must materialize. Your assumption creates your experience, and by choosing to assume the highest and best, you elevate your entire existence. Inner transformation precedes outer manifestation. The world is merely a reflection of your internal state, and by changing your assumptions, you change the reflection. This understanding is liberating because it puts the power squarely in your hands. You are not at the mercy of external forces. You are the creator of your reality. Ultimately, the law of assumption invites you to take full responsibility for your life. By consciously choosing your assumptions, you can deliberately create the life you desire. It's not about wishing for a better future. It's about assuming that the future is already here, right now, and living from that truth. When you do, the world will inevitably conform to your highest vision. Desperation is a state of mind that can obstruct the very things you wish to attract into your life. It is a form of resistance, born from fear and a belief in lack. When you are desperate for something, whether it's love, success, or financial security, you signal to the universe that you don't truly believe you have it, or that it's even possible for you to attain it. This desperate energy creates a block, preventing the natural flow of abundance and fulfillment from reaching you. Letting go of desperation begins with recognizing that your desire for something does not mean you must grasp for it with a sense of urgency or fear. Desperation arises from the belief that without this thing or person, you are incomplete or unworthy. It is rooted in the false notion that your happiness and fulfillment are dependent on external conditions. However, true fulfillment comes from within, from a state of inner peace and confidence in your ability to create the life you desire. When you approach your desires from a place of desperation, you inadvertently push them away. The energy of desperation is low, heavy, and constricting. It tells the universe that you are operating from a mindset of scarcity, that you believe there is not enough to go around, or that you must fight and struggle to get what you want. This energy repels rather than attracts. It creates a vibrational mismatch between you and your desires, making it difficult for them to manifest in your life. Letting go of desperation requires a shift in mindset from lack to abundance, from fear to trust. It's about embracing the understanding that what is meant for you will not pass you by. When you release the need to control every outcome, you open yourself up to the flow of life. You allow the universe to bring you what you need, in the perfect way, and at the perfect time. One of the most effective ways to let go of desperation is to cultivate a sense of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about your desires, rather. It means you release the tight grip of needing them to manifest in a specific way or on a specific timeline. When you detach from the outcome, you free yourself from the anxiety and stress that come with trying to force things to happen. This creates a space of ease and openness, where your desires can flow to you naturally. Another key to releasing desperation is to shift your focus inward. Instead of looking to the external world to fill your needs or validate your worth, turn your attention to your inner state. Nurture a sense of wholeness and contentment within yourself. When you feel complete and at peace with where you are right now, you send a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to receive more. This inner contentment is magnetic. It draws to you the very things you desire, without effort or strain. Gratitude is also a powerful antidote to desperation. When you focus on what you already have and feel grateful for it, you shift your energy from lack to abundance. Gratitude raises your vibration, aligning you with the frequency of your desires. It transforms your perspective, allowing you to see the abundance that already exists in your life, and opens the door for more to come. Trusting in the process of life is essential. When you trust that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see it, you release the need to cling to your desires with desperation. Trust allows you to surrender, knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if it doesn't appear that way at the moment. This trust is a powerful form of letting go, and it paves the way for your desires to manifest in their own time and in their own way. Letting go of desperation is not about giving up on your desires, it's about stepping into a higher state of being where you trust in the natural flow of life. When you release the tight grip of need, and instead embrace a mindset of trust, gratitude, and inner peace, you create the perfect environment for your desires to manifest. What is meant for you will find its way to you not through force or desperation, but through the effortless flow of aligned energy. Trusting in divine timing is an essential principle in the process of manifestation. It is the understanding that the universe operates according to its own perfect schedule, orchestrating events and circumstances in a way that is often beyond our immediate understanding. When you trust in divine timing, you surrender the need to control every detail of how and when your desires will manifest, allowing them to unfold in the most harmonious and beneficial way. Divine timing is not something that can be forced or rushed. It is the invisible hand that guides the unfolding of your life's events, ensuring that everything happens at the right moment. This timing is often aligned with your highest good, even when it doesn't match your personal schedule or expectations. The universe has a broader perspective, seeing the interconnectedness of all things and arranging them in a way that supports your growth and fulfillment. One of the key aspects of trusting in divine timing is patience. Patience is the ability to remain calm and centered, even when things are not happening as quickly as you would like. It's about understanding that delay does not mean denial. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't happen. In fact, the delay may be necessary for the perfect alignment of circumstances, people, and opportunities that will make your manifestation even more powerful and rewarding. Patience also involves letting go of the need for immediate gratification. In today's fast-paced world, we are often conditioned to expect instant results, but the deeper, more meaningful manifestations require time to unfold. This is because the universe is arranging things in ways that are often beyond our comprehension, working behind the scenes to bring about the best possible outcome. By cultivating patience, you align yourself with the flow of life, allowing things to unfold naturally. Another important aspect of trusting in divine timing is the understanding that everything happens for a reason. Even the challenges and obstacles you encounter are part of the divine plan. These experiences are not random or meaningless. They are designed to help you grow, learn, and evolve. Often what appears to be a setback is actually a setup for something greater. When you trust in divine timing, you can see the hidden blessings in every situation, knowing that each moment is leading you closer to your desired outcome. Faith is at the heart of trusting in divine timing. Faith is the unwavering belief that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you cannot see the evidence of it. It's about knowing that there is a higher power guiding your life, and that this power is infinitely wise and loving. Faith allows you to release fear and doubt, replacing them with confidence and trust in the process. Trusting in divine timing also means embracing the present moment. When you are constantly focused on the future, waiting for your desires to manifest, you miss the beauty and opportunities of the present. The present moment is where your power lies. It's where you can take inspired action, nurture your desires, and enjoy the journey. By fully engaging with the present, you create a vibrational match to your desires, allowing them to come to you more easily and naturally. Surrender is another key component of divine timing. Surrendering does not mean giving up on your desires. It means releasing the need to control every aspect of how they will manifest. It's about trusting that the universe knows the best way to bring your desires to fruition. When you surrender, you open yourself to the flow of life, allowing the universe to work its magic. This surrender is not passive, it's an active state of trust, where you continue to hold your vision while letting go of the need to micromanage the process. Finally, trusting in divine timing requires a deep sense of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have, creating a powerful vibration of abundance. When you are grateful for the present moment and all that it contains, you align yourself with the flow of divine timing. This gratitude is a signal to the universe that you trust in its plan, and it creates a magnetic field that attracts more of what you desire into your life. Trusting in divine timing is a practice of faith, patience, surrender, and gratitude. It is the understanding that everything is happening in perfect order, according to a plan that is far greater than your own. When you trust in this divine timing, you release the stress and anxiety that come from trying to force things to happen. Instead, you step into a state of ease and flow, where your desires can manifest in the most beautiful and harmonious way. The universe is always working for your highest good, and by trusting in its timing, you allow yourself to receive the very best that life has to offer. Your self-concept is the foundation upon which your entire life is built. It is the image you hold of yourself in your mind, encompassing your beliefs, attitudes, and assumptions about who you are and what you are capable of achieving. This self-concept acts as a magnet, drawing to you experiences, people, and opportunities that are in alignment with your inner perception of yourself. In other words, the way you see yourself directly influences what you attract into your life. The relationship between self-concept and attraction is profound. When you have a positive and empowering self-concept, you naturally attract circumstances that reflect this belief. If you see yourself as confident, capable, and deserving of success, you will find that opportunities for success are drawn to you effortlessly. On the other hand, if your self-concept is rooted in doubt, fear, or feelings of inadequacy, you will attract experiences that reinforce these negative beliefs. The power of self-concept lies in its ability to shape your reality from the inside out. Your external world is a mirror that reflects your internal state. If you want to change your external circumstances, you must first change the way you see yourself. This requires a deep examination of your beliefs and assumptions, and a willingness to let go of those that no longer serve you. It is through this process of inner transformation that you can begin to attract a new reality that aligns with your true desires. One of the most effective ways to shift your self-concept is through the practice of self-affirmation. Affirmations are positive statements that reinforce the qualities and beliefs you wish to embody. By consistently affirming these statements, you begin to reprogram your subconscious mind, replacing old, limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. For example, if you struggle with self-worth, you might affirm, "I am worthy of love, success, and abundance." Over time, these affirmations become ingrained in your subconscious, transforming your self-concept and, by extension, your reality. Visualization is another powerful tool for enhancing your self-concept. When you visualize yourself as the person you aspire to be successful, confident, and fulfilled, you create a mental blueprint for your future self. This mental image acts as a guide, directing your thoughts, actions, and decisions toward the realization of this vision. Visualization allows you to embody the feelings and experiences associated with your desired self-concept, making it easier for you to attract the corresponding external reality. It's also important to recognize the impact of self-talk on your self-concept. The way you speak to yourself on a daily basis shapes your beliefs and perceptions. If your self-talk is filled with criticism, doubt, or negativity, it will undermine your self-concept and hinder your ability to attract what you want. To cultivate a positive self-concept, you must consciously choose to engage in supportive and empowering self-talk. Treat yourself with kindness, encouragement, and understanding, just as you would a dear friend. Your environment also plays a significant role in shaping your self-concept. The people you surround yourself with, the media you consume, and the environments you frequent all influence your perception of yourself. To strengthen your self-concept, it's essential to create an environment that supports your growth and reinforces your positive beliefs. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire you, engage in activities that boost your confidence, and consume content that nourishes your mind and spirit. Self-concept is not static, it is constantly evolving based on your experiences and the choices you make. By consciously cultivating a positive and empowering self-concept, you open the door to a life filled with possibilities. As you elevate your self-concept, you naturally raise your vibration, attracting higher quality experiences and opportunities into your life. This process is not about becoming someone else, it's about uncovering the best version of yourself and living in alignment with that truth. The connection between self-concept and attraction underscores the importance of self-love and self-acceptance. When you love and accept yourself fully, you create a solid foundation for a positive self-concept. This self-love radiates outward, attracting love, success, and abundance into your life. It is a reflection of your inner state, and the universe responds to it with matching energy. By embracing who you are and believing in your inherent worth, you set the stage for a life filled with joy, fulfillment, and success. Your self-concept is the key to unlocking the life you desire. It is the lens through which you view the world and the magnet that draws experiences to you. By cultivating a positive self-concept, you align yourself with the energy of your desires, making it easier to attract them into your life. This process requires self-awareness, intentionality, and a commitment to nurturing your inner world. As you transform your self-concept, you will find that the external world begins to shift in response, reflecting back to you the beauty, abundance, and success that you have cultivated within. The energy of allowing is a powerful yet often overlooked aspect of manifestation. It involves the practice of releasing resistance and creating a state of openness and receptivity, where your desires can flow to you naturally. When you allow, you stop trying to control every aspect of how and when your desires will manifest, and instead you trust in the process, knowing that what you seek is already on its way to you. Allowing is rooted in the understanding that the universe operates with precision and harmony. Every thought, every emotion, and every intention you hold sends out a signal to the universe, which responds by aligning circumstances to match your vibration. When you are in a state of allowing, you align yourself with the frequency of your desires, making it easier for them to manifest. This alignment is not something you can force, it is something you cultivate by letting go of resistance and trusting in the natural flow of life. Resistance is the opposite of allowing. It is the inner tension and doubt that arise when you focus on the absence of what you want, or when you try to control the outcome. Resistance can take many forms: worry, fear, impatience, and frustration. These emotions create a barrier between you and your desires, preventing them from coming into your experience. The more you resist, the more you push away the very things you seek to attract. The energy of allowing, on the other hand, is a state of ease and flow. It's about trusting that the universe knows the best way to bring your desires to fruition, and that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if it doesn't seem that way in the moment. When you allow, you release the need to micromanage the process and instead focus on aligning your energy with the outcome you desire. This means holding a positive expectation and feeling as though your desire is yours, even before it physically manifests. One of the most effective ways to cultivate the energy of allowing is through the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness involves staying present in the moment and observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. When you are mindful, you become aware of any resistance that arises and can consciously choose to let it go. This creates a space of openness where your desires can flow to you with ease. Another key aspect of allowing is the practice of detachment. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about your desires, it means you let go of the need for them to manifest in a specific way or on a specific timeline. When you are detached, you trust that the universe is working on your behalf, and you remain open to how your desires might come to you. This openness allows for unexpected opportunities and solutions to present themselves, often in ways you couldn't have imagined. Gratitude is also a powerful tool for fostering the energy of allowing. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your attention away from lack and towards abundance. Gratitude raises your vibration and aligns you with the energy of receiving. It creates a sense of satisfaction and contentment in the present moment, which is the perfect state for allowing your desires to manifest. The energy of allowing also involves embracing the unknown. Often, We resist because we fear the unknown, or because we want to have everything figured out before taking action. However, allowing requires a certain level of trust in the process of life. It's about being willing to take inspired action without needing to know all the details of how things will unfold. This willingness to step into the unknown is a form of surrender, where you let go of control and allow the universe to guide you. Visualization is another powerful practice for cultivating the energy of allowing. When you visualize your desires as already realized, you create a mental and emotional state that matches the energy of your desires. This practice helps you to feel the reality of what you want, as if it is already here, which naturally puts you in a state of allowing. Visualization helps you to stay focused on your desired outcome, while letting go of the how and when. Allowing is not a passive state, it is an active practice of aligning your energy with your desires. It involves trusting in the process, staying present, and maintaining a positive expectation. When you are in a state of allowing, you feel a sense of peace and certainty, knowing that what you desire is already on its way to you. This state of being is magnetic, drawing your desires to you with little or no effort. The energy of allowing is a crucial element in the process of manifestation. It is the practice of releasing resistance, cultivating trust, and staying open to the flow of life. When you allow, you create a space where your desires can manifest naturally and effortlessly. This requires mindfulness, detachment, gratitude, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. By embodying the energy of allowing, you align yourself with the frequency of your desires, making it easier for them to manifest in your life. The universe is always working in your favor, and when you allow, you open the door to receive the abundance, love, and fulfillment that is already yours. Visualization is one of the most powerful tools in the manifestation process. It is the practice of creating detailed, vivid mental images of your desired outcomes, as if they are already happening in your life. This mental rehearsal allows you to immerse yourself in the experience of your desires, engaging your senses and emotions in a way that brings them to life in your mind. The power of visualization lies not just in the images you create, but in the emotions you generate while imagining these scenarios. When you combine visualization with strong, positive emotions, you create a powerful magnetic force that draws your desires into reality. The connection between visualization and emotion is essential because emotions are the fuel that powers your manifestations. Your emotions are energy in motion, and they vibrate at different frequencies. When you visualize your desires with intense, positive emotions such as joy, love, excitement, and gratitude, you raise your vibrational frequency to match that of your desires. This alignment between your inner emotional state and your desired outcome is what enables the manifestation process to unfold. To effectively harness the power of visualization and emotion, it's important to engage all of your senses in the process. When you visualize, don't just see the images in your mind's eye, feel the emotions, hear the sounds, smell the scents, and even taste the flavors associated with your desired outcome. The more vividly you can imagine the scene, the more real it becomes in your mind, and the stronger the emotional response you generate. This multisensory experience strengthens the connection between your inner world and the reality you wish to create. For example, if your desire is to manifest a new home, you might visualize yourself walking through the front door, feeling the warmth of the sunlight streaming through the windows, hearing the laughter of loved ones gathered in the living room, and smelling the aroma of a delicious meal being prepared in the kitchen. As you immerse yourself in this scene, allow yourself to feel the joy, gratitude, and fulfillment of having already achieved this desire. These emotions are the key to aligning your vibration with the reality you want to create. It's important to note that visualization is most effective when done consistently. Like any skill, it requires practice and repetition. The more frequently you visualize your desires, the more familiar and real they become in your mind. This repeated exposure helps to reprogram your subconscious mind, reinforcing the belief that your desires are not only possible but inevitable. As your subconscious mind begins to accept this new reality, it works to align your thoughts, actions, and circumstances with your desired outcome. One of the most powerful aspects of combining visualization with emotion is that it allows you to bypass the limitations of your conscious mind. The conscious mind is often filled with doubts, fears, and limiting beliefs that can block the manifestation process. However, when you engage in vivid visualization and generate strong positive emotions, you communicate directly with your subconscious mind, which does not distinguish between real and imagined experiences. By repeatedly experiencing your desired outcome in your mind with strong emotions, you program your subconscious to accept this outcome as your reality, which in turn influences your external circumstances. The role of emotion in visualization also ties into the law of attraction. According to this law, like attracts like. The emotions you emit through your thoughts and feelings send out a vibrational frequency that attracts similar energy back to you. When you visualize your desires with emotions of love, joy, and gratitude, you send out a high-frequency vibration that attracts similar positive experiences into your life. Conversely, if your visualization is accompanied by feelings of doubt, fear, or lack, you may inadvertently attract experiences that reflect those lower vibrations. It's also important to be aware of the emotional state you are in before you begin your visualization practice. If you are feeling stressed, anxious, or negative, it may be difficult to generate the positive emotions necessary for effective visualization. In such cases, it's helpful to engage in activities that elevate your mood before you start visualizing. This could include listening to uplifting music, practicing deep breathing, engaging in physical exercise, or spending time in nature. By raising your emotional state before you begin, you create a fertile ground for positive, high-vibration visualizations. Another key element of visualization is the practice of feeling as though your desire is already fulfilled. This means embodying the emotions you would feel if your desire were already a reality. If you are visualizing financial abundance, for example, allow yourself to feel the security, freedom, and peace of mind that comes with having more than enough resources. If you are visualizing a loving relationship, immerse yourself in the feelings of love, connection, and joy that come with being with your ideal partner. These emotions not only align your vibration with your desires, but also reinforce the belief that your desires are already on their way to you. The combination of visualization and emotion is a powerful tool for manifesting your desires. Visualization allows you to create a detailed, vivid picture of your desired outcome, while emotion infuses the picture with the energy needed to bring it into reality. By consistently practicing visualization with strong positive emotions, you align your vibration with your desires, making it easier for them to manifest in your life. This process requires practice, patience, and a commitment to cultivating a positive emotional state. When you master the art of visualization and emotion, you unlock the power to create the life you truly desire, transforming your dreams into reality with ease and grace. Detaching from the outcome is a crucial yet often misunderstood aspect of the manifestation process. It involves releasing your grip on how, when, and even whether your desired outcome will manifest. This does not mean giving up on your desires or no longer caring about them. Rather, it's about trusting the process and letting go of the need to control every detail. By detaching from the outcome, you create a space of openness and allow the universe to bring your desires to you in the best possible way and at the perfect time. When you are overly attached to a specific outcome, you may unconsciously create resistance. This resistance often stems from fear, doubt, or the belief that things must happen in a certain way for you to be happy. Such attachment can lead to feelings of frustration, impatience, and anxiety, particularly if things don't unfold as quickly or precisely as you had hoped. This emotional state not only lowers your vibration, but also blocks the very things you are trying to attract. Detachment, on the other hand, is rooted in trust and faith. It's about knowing that the universe has your best interests at heart, and that everything is unfolding according to a divine plan. When you detach from the outcome, you trust that what is meant for you will not pass you by, and you allow yourself to remain open to all possibilities. This openness enables you to receive what you desire in a way that might be even better than you originally envisioned. A key aspect of detachment is releasing the need for control. Often, when we set out to manifest something, we become fixated on a specific path or method of achieving it. However, the universe has an infinite number of ways to bring your desires to you, many of which you may not be aware of, By trying to control the process, you limit the possibilities and may even delay the manifestation. Detachment allows you to surrender control and trust that the universe will bring you what you need in the most perfect way. Practicing detachment also means letting go of the how and when of your manifestation. While it's important to have a clear vision of what you want, it's equally important to release the need to know exactly how it will come to you or when it will arrive. When you focus too much on the specifics, you can create unnecessary pressure and tension, which can block the flow of your desires. Instead, by detaching from these details, you allow the universe to work its magic, often in ways that are unexpected and beyond your imagination. Another important aspect of detachment is releasing any emotional dependency on the outcome. Sometimes we attach our happiness, self-worth, or sense of fulfillment to the manifestation of a particular desire. This emotional attachment can create a sense of lack or desperation, which actually repels what we want. Detachment involves finding a sense of contentment and peace in the present moment, regardless of whether your desire has manifested yet. When you are able to cultivate this inner state of fulfillment, you become a magnet for your desires, because you are no longer coming from a place of neediness or lack. Detachment is closely linked to the concept of non-attachment in spiritual practices, where one is encouraged to live in the present moment and accept things as they are. This doesn't mean being passive or indifferent, rather. It's about being fully engaged in life without being attached to specific outcomes. When you adopt this mindset, you free yourself from the emotional roller coaster of highs and lows that often accompany the manifestation process. You become more resilient, adaptable, and open to the flow of life. One effective way to practice detachment is by shifting your focus from the outcome to the process. Instead of obsessing over whether or not your desire will manifest, focus on the joy of taking inspired action, the lessons you are learning, and the growth you are experiencing along the way. This shift in focus allows you to stay present and engaged, while also trusting that the outcome will take care of itself. When you find joy in the journey, the destination often arrives with greater ease and satisfaction. Gratitude is another powerful tool for fostering detachment. By focusing on what you are grateful for in the present moment, you shift your attention away from what you lack and towards the abundance that already exists in your life. This practice helps you to cultivate a sense of contentment and fulfillment, which naturally aligns you with the energy of receiving. When you are in a state of gratitude, you are more likely to attract positive outcomes, because you are no longer attached to needing them in order to feel happy or complete. Meditation and mindfulness practices can also support detachment by helping you to stay centered and present. When you meditate, you quiet the mind and detach from the constant stream of thoughts and worries about the future. This practice helps you to develop a sense of inner peace and acceptance, which makes it easier to let go of attachment to specific outcomes. Mindfulness, on the other hand, encourages you to fully experience each moment as it comes, without getting caught up in expectations or fears about the future. Detaching from the outcome is a powerful practice that allows you to manifest your desires with greater ease and grace. It involves releasing the need for control, trusting in the process, and finding fulfillment in the present moment. By detaching from specific outcomes, you create a space of openness and allow the universe to bring you what you desire in the best possible way. This practice requires faith, patience, and a willingness to let go of emotional dependency on external results. When you master the art of detachment, you free yourself from the limitations of fear and doubt, and you open the door to a life filled with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. Belief is the cornerstone of the manifestation process, serving as the foundation upon which your desires are built. What you believe shapes your reality, for it is through belief that you set the boundaries of what is possible in your life. The power of belief cannot be overstated. It determines the thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the actions you take. In essence, your beliefs are the lens through which you view the world, and they have the power to either limit or expand your potential. At its core, belief is a deep-seated conviction that something is true, regardless of external evidence. It is a force that operates at both conscious and subconscious levels, influencing your perception and experience of reality. When you hold a strong belief, It acts as a self-fulfilling prophecy, guiding your thoughts, emotions, and actions toward the realization of that belief. This is why it is so important to cultivate beliefs that are aligned with your desires, for what you believe in your heart of hearts is what you ultimately manifest. The power of belief is rooted in the fact that your mind and body respond to your beliefs, as though they are absolute truth. This is evident in the placebo effect, where patients experience real physical improvements simply because they believe they are receiving effective treatment, even if the treatment is inactive. Similarly, when you truly believe that you can achieve something, your mind and body align with that belief, and you begin to take actions and make decisions that bring your desire closer to reality. Beliefs are formed through a combination of past experiences, cultural conditioning, and repetitive thoughts. Over time, these beliefs become ingrained in your subconscious mind, where they operate automatically, shaping your behavior and perceptions without you even realizing it. Because many of these beliefs are formed during childhood, they can be deeply rooted and difficult to change. However, with conscious effort and practice, it is possible to identify and transform limiting beliefs into empowering ones that support your desires. One of the most important aspects of belief is self-belief, the belief in your own worthiness and ability to achieve your desires. Self-belief is the foundation upon which all other beliefs are built, and it plays a critical role in determining what you will or will not allow into your life. If you believe that you are capable and deserving of success, you will naturally gravitate toward opportunities that align with that belief. On the other hand, if you harbor self-doubt or feelings of unworthiness, you may unconsciously sabotage your efforts or shy away from opportunities that could lead to your desired outcome. The role of belief in manifestation is closely tied to the law of assumption, which states that whatever you assume to be true will manifest in your reality. This law emphasizes the importance of assuming the feeling of your desire as if it has already been fulfilled. When you assume a belief, you accept it as truth and begin to act in accordance with it. Over time, this assumption becomes a dominant belief in your subconscious mind, and the universe responds by bringing your external reality into alignment with that belief. It is important to recognize that beliefs are not fixed or immutable. They are simply thoughts that you have repeated so often that they have become your truth. This means that you have the power to change your beliefs at any time by choosing to focus on new, empowering thoughts. By consistently affirming and visualizing the beliefs you want to adopt, you can reprogram your subconscious mind and align your beliefs with your desires. One effective way to transform limiting beliefs is through the use of positive affirmations. Affirmations are statements that reflect the beliefs you wish to cultivate, and when repeated consistently, they help to overwrite old, negative beliefs with new, positive ones. For example, if you struggle with a belief that you are not good enough, you might use affirmations such as "I am worthy of all the good things in life," or "I am confident in my abilities and deserving of success." Over time, these affirmations become ingrained in your subconscious mind, replacing the old belief with a new, empowering one. Another powerful tool for changing beliefs is visualization. Visualization involves creating vivid mental images of your desired outcome and experiencing the emotions associated with that outcome, as if it has already happened. By repeatedly visualizing your desires and feeling the corresponding emotions, you reinforce the belief that your desires are already on their way to you. This practice helps to align your subconscious mind with your desires, making it easier for you to manifest them in your reality. In addition to affirmations and visualization, it is important to cultivate an attitude of faith and trust. Faith is the belief in something that cannot be seen or proven, and it requires a willingness to let go of doubt and fear. When you have faith in your desires and in the universe's ability to bring them to you, you create a powerful energetic alignment that accelerates the manifestation process. Trusting the process means letting go of the need to know how or when your desires will manifest and allowing the universe to work its magic in its own time and way. It is also essential to be mindful of the company you keep and the influences you allow into your life. Surrounding yourself with people who share your beliefs and support your desires can help to reinforce those beliefs and keep you aligned with your goals. Conversely, spending time with people who are negative or who doubt your abilities can weaken your beliefs and make it more difficult to manifest your desires. Choose to associate with those who uplift and inspire you, and seek out environments that nurture your growth and support your vision. Belief plays a pivotal role in the manifestation process. It is the foundation upon which your reality is built, and it determines the limits of what is possible in your life. By cultivating strong, positive beliefs that are aligned with your desires, you create a powerful force that propels you toward your goals. This requires a conscious effort to identify and transform limiting beliefs, as well as a commitment to nurturing empowering beliefs through practices such as affirmations, visualization, and faith. When you align your beliefs with your desires, you unlock the potential to create a life that is truly reflective of your deepest dreams and aspirations. Living in the end is a powerful manifestation technique that involves immersing yourself in the end result of your desires as if they have already been achieved. This practice is based on the principle that by focusing on the feeling of having already attained your goals, you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the reality you wish to create. By living in the end, you create a strong vibrational match to your desires, which facilitates their manifestation into your physical reality. The concept of living in the end is grounded in the idea that reality is shaped by our thoughts and emotions. When you consistently focus on the end result, you shift your mental and emotional state to align with that outcome. This alignment sends a clear message to your subconscious mind, signaling that your desired outcome is not only possible but already on its way. As a result, you begin to attract circumstances, opportunities, and experiences that match this desired reality. To effectively live in the end, start by vividly imagining your desired outcome as if it has already been achieved. Create a detailed mental picture of what your life looks like in the end state. For example, if you desire a successful career, visualize yourself thriving in your dream job, experiencing the satisfaction and fulfillment that comes with it. Imagine the specific details of your success, your workspace, your interactions with colleagues, and the positive impact you are making. Engage all your senses in this visualization, allowing yourself to feel the emotions associated with your success. One of the key elements of living in the end is to embody the emotions and state of being that would come with the fulfillment of your desires. Emotions are powerful indicators of your vibrational frequency, and by experiencing the feelings associated with your desired outcome, you raise your vibration to match that of your goals. If you are visualizing financial abundance, for example, allow yourself to feel the security, freedom, and joy that comes with having ample resources. If you are manifesting a loving relationship, immerse yourself in the feelings of love, connection, and contentment. This emotional alignment strengthens your connection to the desired outcome and accelerates its manifestation. It's important to consistently reinforce this end state through your daily thoughts and actions. As you go about your day, maintain a mindset that reflects the reality of having already achieved your goals. This means adopting the beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors of someone who is already living in the end state. For instance, if you have achieved a promotion at work, carry yourself with the confidence and professionalism of someone in that new position. Make decisions and take actions that align with your desired outcome, and avoid behaviors or thoughts that contradict it. Living in the end also involves letting go of any doubts or fears that might arise. When you are deeply immersed in the feeling of having already achieved your desires, doubts and fears become less significant. You create a mental and emotional environment that supports your goals, making it easier to maintain faith in the manifestation process. Whenever doubts or negative thoughts emerge, gently redirect your focus back to the end state and reaffirm your belief in its reality. This practice helps to keep your vibration aligned with your desires and minimizes resistance. Another aspect of living in the end is to embrace a sense of gratitude and appreciation for what you have already manifested. Gratitude is a powerful tool for enhancing your vibrational frequency and reinforcing your connection to your desires. By expressing gratitude for your current blessings and acknowledging the progress you've made, you cultivate a positive mindset that attracts even more of what you desire. This practice helps to maintain a state of abundance and reinforces the belief that your desires are already on their way. Living in the end also requires patience and trust in the manifestation process. While it is important to stay focused on the end result, it is equally important to trust that the universe is working on your behalf and that your desires are coming to fruition. Trust the timing of the process and avoid becoming impatient or discouraged if you do not see immediate results. Maintaining a positive and trusting attitude helps to keep your vibration aligned with your desires and allows the manifestation process to unfold naturally. In addition to visualization and emotional alignment, taking inspired action is a key component of living in the end. Inspired action refers to actions that are guided by intuition and a sense of inner knowing. When you are aligned with the end result, you are more likely to receive guidance and insights that lead you toward your goals. Follow these intuitive nudges and take actions that support the realization of your desires. This active engagement with the manifestation process reinforces your commitment to the end state and helps to bring your goals into physical reality. Living in the end is a transformative practice that allows you to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the fulfillment of your desires. By immersing yourself in the end result and embodying the state of being that comes with achieving your goals, you create a powerful vibrational match that accelerates the manifestation process. This practice involves vivid visualization, emotional alignment, consistent reinforcement of the end state, and a sense of gratitude and trust. By embracing the practice of living in the end, you unlock the potential to manifest your desires with greater ease and create a reality that is truly reflective of your deepest dreams and aspirations. In conclusion, the practice of living in the end is a dynamic and empowering approach to manifestation that invites you to fully embrace the reality of your desires as if they have already come to pass. By immersing yourself in the end result, you align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your goals, creating a powerful vibrational match that draws your desires into your reality. This technique requires not only vivid visualization and emotional alignment, but also a steadfast commitment to maintaining a mindset of fulfillment, trust, and gratitude. As you embody the feelings and behaviors associated with your desired outcome, you shift your entire being into a state of readiness and openness to receive. This alignment enables you to attract opportunities, experiences, and circumstances that support the realization of your goals. By letting go of doubts and fears, practicing gratitude, and taking inspired actions, you reinforce your connection to your desired reality and accelerate the manifestation process. Remember that living in the end is not a one-time practice, but a continuous journey of aligning with your dreams. It requires patience, faith, and a willingness to trust the unfolding process. By consistently focusing on the end result and maintaining a positive, receptive attitude, you create a fertile ground for your desires to flourish. Ultimately, living in the end empowers you to create a life that reflects your deepest aspirations and greatest potential. Embrace this practice as a way to shape your reality, knowing that by living from the end, you harness the full power of your imagination and belief. As you navigate this journey, remain confident in your ability to manifest your dreams and open yourself to the abundant possibilities that await you. You've been told to work hard, to hustle, to push and strain in the pursuit of your desires. But what if I told you that all of this effort was never necessary? The truth is, what you desire is already yours. You don't have to try so hard to obtain it, because at the deepest level of your being, it already exists. Relaxing into the state of receiving is not about inactivity or passivity. It's about aligning yourself with the flow of life. When you stop trying to force things to happen, you allow yourself to become a vessel for receiving what is already meant for you. The universe operates on a frequency of ease, not strain. Therefore, when you embrace a mindset of calm expectation, you tune yourself to the vibration of effortless manifestation. To relax into this state, begin by releasing the tight grip you have on your desires. Often, the more we want something, the more we tense up around it, as if our very desire might slip away if we aren't holding on tight enough. But in truth, the more we hold on, the more we block what we're trying to receive. Imagine holding water in your hands. If you squeeze too hard, It slips through your fingers. If you hold your hands open and relaxed, the water stays with you effortlessly. The same principle applies to your desires. You must cultivate a feeling of already having it. This requires quieting the mind and trusting in the natural order of things. When you're in a state of calm, your mind is receptive to inspiration, and your body is free of the stress that can block your desires. In this relaxed state, you're more attuned to the subtle nudges of intuition that guide you towards your goals without effort. Another key to relaxing into the state of receiving is practicing detachment from the outcome. Detachment does not mean giving up on what you want, rather. It means releasing the desperation and fear that often accompany our desires. When you're attached to a particular outcome, you inadvertently create resistance because your focus is on what's missing. But when you relax and trust that what you want is on its way, you open yourself up to receive it in ways that are often beyond what you could have imagined. In this state of relaxed expectation, you start to notice opportunities that you may have missed before. You become a magnet for the very things you desire, because you are no longer in a state of need or lack. Instead, you are operating from a place of quiet confidence, knowing that what is meant for you cannot miss you. It is this relaxation, this ease, that allows your desires to flow to you naturally, without force or struggle. Belief is the cornerstone of manifestation. It is the invisible force that shapes your reality, the energy that breathes life into your desires. Without belief, no amount of effort or action can bring about the changes you seek. Belief is what transforms mere thoughts into tangible outcomes. It's what bridges the gap between your inner vision and your outer world. When you truly believe in something, it becomes a certainty in your mind, regardless of external circumstances. Belief operates beyond the limitations of the physical world. It transcends logic and reason. What you believe on the inside must, by universal law, reflect in your outer experience. Your belief is like a seed planted deep in the soil of your subconscious mind. Nurtured by your thoughts and feelings, it grows and eventually manifests as your lived reality. The power of belief is not just about convincing yourself of something intellectually, it's about feeling the truth of it in your being. This level of belief goes beyond mere hope or wishful thinking. It is a deep knowing, a quiet but powerful conviction that what you desire is not only possible, but inevitable. This unwavering faith transforms your internal state, aligning you with the frequency of what you want to experience. Belief also governs how you interact with the world around you. If you believe that the world is full of opportunities, you will see opportunities everywhere. If you believe that you are worthy of love, success, and abundance, your actions and decisions will naturally align with that belief, opening the doors to those experiences. On the other hand, if your beliefs are rooted in fear, doubt, or lack, you will unconsciously create barriers that block the very things you desire. It's important to recognize that belief is not static, it is a choice. You can choose to believe in your potential, in the abundance of the universe, in the certainty of your desires manifesting. This choice, when made consistently, rewires your subconscious mind, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Over time, your new beliefs will begin to shape your reality in ways that may seem miraculous, but are simply the natural result of your inner conviction. Belief also acts as a self-fulfilling prophecy. The stronger your belief in a particular outcome, the more your thoughts, feelings, and actions align with that outcome. You start to move in harmony with the reality you desire, almost without realizing it. Your belief sets off a chain reaction, activating forces and circumstances that work in your favor. Even in the face of challenges, your belief will sustain you, because it is the foundation upon which your desires are built. The power of belief is not limited by time, space, or circumstance. It is a creative force that operates at the level of consciousness. When you believe in something wholeheartedly, you call it into existence, often through channels and means that are beyond your conscious awareness. Your belief becomes the lens through which you see the world, filtering out anything that contradicts it and magnifying everything that supports it. To harness the power of belief, you must first identify and challenge any beliefs that are holding you back. These limiting beliefs often operate below the surface of your awareness. yet they shape your reality in profound ways. By consciously choosing to believe in the possibility of your desires, you shift your inner landscape, and as a result, your outer world begins to transform. Belief is the key to unlocking the reality you seek. It is the force that propels you forward, the energy that fuels your journey from desire to fulfillment. When you truly believe in something, with your whole heart and mind, it is only a matter of time before it manifests into your life. Surrendering to the flow is about trusting the natural rhythm of life. It's the art of letting go of the need to control every aspect of your journey and allowing the universe to guide you in ways that are often more aligned and powerful than anything you could have forced into being. When you surrender, you release the tight grip of resistance and open yourself to the infinite possibilities that exist beyond the limits of your mind. The need for control is rooted in fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear that things won't work out the way you want them to. But control is an illusion. The more you try to hold on tightly to specific outcomes, the more you block the flow of energy that is meant to bring your desires into your reality. Surrender is not about giving up, it's about releasing the struggle and allowing the natural intelligence of the universe to orchestrate things on your behalf. When you surrender to the flow, you align yourself with the currents of life that are already moving in your favor. These currents are invisible but powerful forces that guide you toward the fulfillment of your desires. You don't have to push against them, nor do you need to know every step of the way. Surrendering allows you to relax into the process, trusting that the universe knows exactly how to bring you to where you need to be. Surrender is about releasing expectations of how things should unfold. Often our desires come with a set of conditions. We want things to happen in a certain way, at a certain time, with specific details in place. But life is much more fluid and dynamic than that. When you release your rigid expectations, you open the door for life to surprise you with outcomes that may be even better than what you originally envisioned. Surrendering allows you to say, I trust that what is meant for me will come in the perfect way and at the perfect time. A key aspect of surrender is learning to listen to your inner guidance, the quiet voice of intuition that is always present, but often drowned out by the noise of overthinking and worry. Intuition flows naturally when you let go of trying to control every detail. In moments of surrender, you become more attuned to the subtle signs and signals that the universe provides to direct your path. These intuitive nudges are like stepping stones, leading you toward your desires in a way that feels effortless and aligned. Another element of surrender is embracing uncertainty. Uncertainty can be uncomfortable because it forces you to relinquish control over the outcome. But within that space of the unknown lies the magic of creation. When you surrender to the uncertainty, you allow life to unfold in ways that are often unexpected, but precisely what you need for your growth and evolution. It's in these moments of surrender that you discover new opportunities, insights, and experiences that wouldn't have been possible if you had remained rigid in your control. Surrendering to the flow also means releasing attachment to the outcome. Attachment creates tension and anxiety because it places your happiness and fulfillment on something external happening in a specific way. When you are attached, you are constantly checking, worrying, and analyzing whether things are going right. But when you surrender, you shift your focus inward, finding peace and contentment in the present moment. You trust that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if it doesn't always look the way you expected. Surrender is also about recognizing that you are not alone in your journey. You are always supported by forces greater than yourself, whether you call it the universe, the divine, or the higher self. These forces are constantly working behind the scenes, orchestrating circumstances and events that are in alignment with your highest good. By surrendering, you allow these forces to work on your behalf without interference. You step back, trusting that everything is taken care of, and in doing so, you make space for miracles to happen. Surrendering to the flow allows you to experience more joy and peace in your life. When you release the need to control, you release the stress and anxiety that comes with trying to manage everything on your own. You begin to move through life with a sense of ease, knowing that you are always guided, always supported, and that everything is working out for you in divine timing. This state of surrender brings with it a profound sense of inner freedom, as you trust that what is meant for you will flow to you and flow to you effortlessly, without the need for force or struggle. To assume it is done is to step into the reality where your desires have already been fulfilled. It is the act of aligning your inner state with the outcome you wish to manifest, believing so fully in its realization that you carry the certainty within you. This assumption isn't a form of pretending, but rather a shift in your consciousness where you live as though the manifestation is already complete. When you assume that it is done, you adopt the feeling of having already achieved what you desire. You move beyond wanting, hoping, or wishing for it, and instead you embody the state of already possessing it. This shift in mindset is crucial because, in the energetic realm, like attracts like, if you hold the energy of lack or yearning, you continue to experience more of that. But when you hold the energy of fulfillment and certainty, the external world begins to mold itself to match that internal state. The power of assuming it is done lies in the fact that your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between what is imagined and what is real. By assuming that your desire has already manifested, you impress this belief onto your subconscious mind, which then works to bring that assumption into reality. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions naturally begin to align with the belief that your desire is already yours, setting in motion the forces needed to bring it to fruition. Assuming it is done also means letting go of doubt and impatience. Often we delay our manifestations by constantly checking whether or not they've arrived, which sends a signal of disbelief to the universe. When you assume it is done, you no longer need to question or worry about when or how it will happen. You rest in the certainty that it has happened. You trust the process even when there is no physical evidence to support your belief. This unwavering faith creates a powerful magnetism that draws your desire toward you. Another critical aspect of assuming it is done is embodying the behaviors and attitudes of the person who already has what you want. If your desire is for success, begin to act as though you are already successful. How would you carry yourself? How would you speak, think, and interact with the world? By aligning your actions with the assumption of success, you create a resonance between your internal state and the external reality, accelerating the manifestation process. Moreover, assuming it is done requires you to release any attachment to the outcome. Attachment often stems from fear and lack, creating resistance that blocks the flow of manifestation. When you assume it is done, you detach from the need for validation or external confirmation, because you have already claimed it internally. In this state, you are not waiting for your desire to appear, you are living from the end, knowing that what you seek has already been achieved. The act of assuming also transforms the way you respond to challenges or delays. Instead of viewing obstacles as setbacks, you see them as part of the unfolding process. When you assume it is done, you interpret every experience as leading you closer to your goal, even if it doesn't seem obvious in the moment. This mindset shift empowers you to maintain your focus and confidence, regardless of what appears to be happening around you. Assuming it is done also fosters a sense of peace and calm within. When you operate from the belief that your desire is already fulfilled, there is no need for stress, anxiety, or constant striving. You move through life with a sense of assurance, knowing that everything is working in your favor. This peace of mind not only makes the manifestation process more enjoyable, but also creates the ideal internal environment for your desires to materialize effortlessly. To assume it is done is to claim your power as the creator of your reality. You step into a state of knowing rather than hoping or wishing. You become the embodiment of the outcome you desire, allowing the universe to mirror that back to you. The moment you assume it is done, your reality begins to shift in ways that align with that assumption, and what you seek inevitably becomes part of your experience. Trusting the process is about surrendering to the journey of manifestation with faith and patience, knowing that everything is unfolding in perfect timing. It's the understanding that there are forces at play far greater than what you can perceive with your physical senses, and that the path to your desires may not always be linear or predictable. When you trust the process, you release the need for immediate results and allow the universe to work its magic in its own way. Trusting the process requires a deep sense of inner calm and conviction, even when the outer circumstances seem uncertain or challenging. It's easy to trust when everything is going smoothly, but the real test of faith comes when things appear to be going wrong, or when there is no visible evidence of progress. In those moments, trusting the process means holding on to the belief that everything is still working out for your highest good, even if you can't see how. At its core, trusting the process is about letting go of control. Often we try to force our desires to manifest in a specific way, according to our limited understanding of what is best for us. But the universe operates on a much grander scale, orchestrating events and aligning circumstances in ways that are beyond our comprehension. When you trust the process, you allow this higher intelligence to guide you, knowing that the universe always has your back and is constantly moving things in your favor. One of the key aspects of trusting the process is patience. Manifestation is not always instantaneous, and it often requires time for your desires to materialize in the physical world. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, your intentions need time to develop and come to fruition. When you trust the process, you release the urgency for immediate results and give your desires the space they need to grow. Patience is not passive waiting, but rather an active trust in the timing of the universe. Trusting the process also means embracing the unknown. Often the path to your desires is filled with twists, turns, and unexpected detours. These uncertainties can cause doubt and fear if you are fixated on a particular outcome. But when you trust the process, you learn to see the unknown as a place of potential, where new opportunities and possibilities can emerge. Instead of fearing the uncertainty, you welcome it as part of the unfolding journey. Another essential element of trusting the process is recognizing that setbacks are not failures but stepping stones toward your desires. The challenges you face along the way are often necessary for your growth and development. They refine you, build your resilience, and prepare you for the fulfillment of your desires. When you trust the process, you no longer see obstacles as roadblocks, but as opportunities to learn, grow, and evolve. You understand that every experience, whether positive or negative, is guiding you closer to your goal. Trusting the process also involves staying connected to your inner guidance. Your intuition is your compass on the journey of manifestation, and it will always steer you in the right direction. When you trust the process, you listen to that inner voice, even when it contradicts logic or external appearances. You follow the subtle nudges, signs, and synchronicities that show up along the way, knowing that they are guiding you toward the fulfillment of your desires. It's important to remember that the process is unique to each individual. Your journey may not look like anyone else's, and that's perfectly okay. Trusting the process means accepting that your path may unfold in ways that are different from what you initially expected. It means being open to the possibility that the universe may have something even better in store for you than what you originally envisioned. Trusting the process allows you to experience more joy and peace along the way. When you stop resisting and fighting against the flow of life, you create space for more ease and flow to enter. You begin to enjoy the journey, rather than constantly striving for the destination. You realize that the process itself is just as valuable as the outcome, and that every moment along the way is an opportunity to learn, grow, and expand. In trusting the process, you cultivate a deep inner knowing that everything is always working out for your highest good. You release the struggle and allow life to unfold in perfect harmony. This trust not only accelerates the manifestation of your desires, but also brings a sense of peace, fulfillment, and joy into your life as you navigate the journey. Effortless manifestation is the art of allowing your desires to unfold naturally, without force or strain. It is the recognition that manifesting what you want does not have to be a struggle. In fact, the more you allow things to come to you easily, the faster and more smoothly they appear. Effortless manifestation stems from a place of inner alignment, where you are so in tune with your desire that it naturally flows into your experience with grace and ease. The key to effortless manifestation lies in the realization that you are always manifesting. Every thought, feeling, and belief you hold creates your reality, whether you are conscious of it or not. When you embrace effortless manifestation, you deliberately choose to align with thoughts and feelings that support your desires. knowing that by doing so you set powerful forces into motion. Instead of trying to force your desires into existence through hard work or sheer willpower, you trust that the universe responds to your inner state. Effortless manifestation begins with clarity of desire. When you are clear about what you want, you send a focused signal to the universe. But clarity does not mean obsession. It simply means knowing what you want without needing to constantly chase it. Once you set your intention, the next step in effortless manifestation is releasing resistance. Resistance takes many forms: doubt, fear, impatience, or attachment to a specific outcome. These energies create friction, slowing down the manifestation process. When you let go of resistance, you allow the energy of your desire to flow freely toward you. A key component of effortless manifestation is the understanding that it is not about doing more, but about being more aligned. Instead of exhausting yourself with endless actions, you focus on cultivating the right inner state. This means shifting your focus from the external to the internal. When your inner world is in harmony, when you believe in your worthiness to receive, when you feel at peace and trust the process, manifestation becomes effortless. The external world naturally rearranges itself to reflect your internal state of being. Another important element of effortless manifestation is tapping into the feeling of already having what you desire. This is more than positive thinking. It's about living in the state of fulfillment, as if your desire has already been realized. By embodying the feeling of having your desire now, you create a powerful energetic alignment with it. This feeling-based approach is one of the most potent ways to manifest effortlessly, because the universe responds to your emotional vibration. When you feel as though you already have what you want, you magnetize it into your life with ease. Effortless manifestation also involves taking inspired action. This is action that feels natural and aligned with your desires, rather than action that is forced or based on fear. Inspired action arises from a place of flow and intuition. It feels light, joyful, and often spontaneous. When you are in alignment with your desire, the right actions seem to present themselves effortlessly, and you find yourself taking steps that lead you toward your goals without struggle. These actions may be small, but they carry powerful momentum because they are in harmony with your inner state. Letting go of attachment to the outcome is another crucial aspect of effortless manifestation. Attachment creates a sense of neediness and lack, which blocks the flow of manifestation. When you are attached, you are constantly checking to see if your desire has arrived, which signals doubt and insecurity. But when you let go of attachment, you trust that the universe has heard your requests and is working on your behalf. You stop worrying about how or when it will happen, and instead you focus on enjoying the present moment. This relaxed state of trust allows your desire to manifest effortlessly, without the pressure of expectation. Effortless manifestation also means recognizing the power of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is responsible for much of what you experience in your reality, and it operates based on the beliefs and patterns that you hold. By impressing your subconscious with the assumption that your desires are already fulfilled, you allow manifestation to happen without effort on your part. You do this through repetition, visualization, and emotional alignment, continually affirming that what you desire is already yours. Over time, your subconscious accepts this new reality and works to bring it into being in your physical world. Another powerful aspect of effortless manifestation is the practice of gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is already present in your life, creating a positive, energetic state that attracts more of what you want. When you are grateful, you are in a state of receiving, and this allows your desires to flow to you effortlessly. By appreciating the abundance you already have, you open the door for more abundance to enter your life. Effortless manifestation is ultimately about ease and flow. It is about trusting that the universe is always working in your favor, and that your desires are on their way to you, without the need for excessive effort or struggle. It's about moving through life with a sense of calm and confidence, knowing that everything you need is being taken care of. When you embrace effortless manifestation, you allow life to unfold beautifully, trusting that your desires are manifesting in perfect harmony with your highest good. The beauty of effortless manifestation lies in the understanding that you don't have to push, force, or fight for what you want. You simply align, allow, and receive. This state of allowing creates a powerful flow of energy that brings your desires to you with minimal effort. You step into a state of ease and grace, knowing that the universe is your partner in co-creation and that everything is working out for your benefit. Aligning your vibration is one of the most fundamental principles of manifestation. It is about tuning your internal frequency to match the reality you want to experience. Everything in the universe, including your thoughts, emotions, and desires, carries a specific vibrational frequency. When you align your vibration with what you want, you create a powerful resonance that attracts that reality into your life effortlessly. To align your vibration, you must first become aware of what you are energetically broadcasting to the universe. Your dominant thoughts, emotions, and beliefs form a vibrational signal that the universe responds to. If you are focused on lack, fear, or doubt, you are emitting a low vibrational frequency that attracts more of the same. On the other hand, when you focus on love, gratitude, abundance, and confidence, you raise your vibration and begin to attract experiences that match those higher frequencies. The key to aligning your vibration is to consistently shift your inner state to one of positivity, peace, and belief in your desires. This involves taking conscious control over your thoughts and emotions, choosing to think and feel in ways that support your desired outcomes. When you align your vibration with what you want, you are essentially becoming a vibrational match for your desires, allowing them to flow to you naturally and without resistance. One of the most effective ways to align your vibration is through visualization. When you vividly imagine yourself already living the reality you desire, you begin to feel the emotions associated with that reality. These feelings elevate your vibration and create a powerful energetic alignment with your desires. Visualization is not merely a mental exercise, it is an emotional experience that shifts your vibrational frequency to match the outcome you seek. The more you practice feeling the emotions of your desired reality, the more you align your vibration with it. Another powerful method for aligning your vibration is through affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that help to reprogram your subconscious mind and raise your vibrational frequency. When you repeatedly affirm that you are worthy, abundant, successful, or loved, you start to embody these vibrations. Over time, these affirmations create new neural pathways in your brain, shifting your beliefs and aligning your vibration with the reality you want to manifest. Your emotions are also a key indicator of your vibrational alignment. When you are aligned with your desires, you naturally feel good. You experience emotions like joy, excitement, and peace. Conversely, when you are out of alignment, you feel negative emotions such as frustration, anxiety, or despair. These emotions act as a feedback system, showing you whether you are in or out of alignment with what you want. By paying attention to your emotions and consistently choosing thoughts that make you feel better, you can maintain a high vibration and stay aligned with your desires. Gratitude is another powerful tool for aligning your vibration. When you focus on what you are grateful for, you shift your attention away from what is lacking and instead focus on the abundance that is already present in your life. Gratitude raises your vibrational frequency because it brings you into a state of appreciation and positivity. The more you practice gratitude, the more aligned you become with the vibration of abundance, and the more abundance you attract into your life. To further align your vibration, it is essential to practice self-care and maintain a high level of energy. Your physical, emotional, and mental well-being all contribute to your vibrational frequency. When you take care of your body, mind, and spirit, whether through exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature, you raise your vibration and align yourself with the frequencies of health, vitality, and joy. Taking time to nurture yourself helps you stay balanced and connected to the higher vibrations necessary for manifestation. It is also important to align your actions with your desired vibration. If you want to manifest a specific reality, your behavior must be consistent with that reality. This means taking inspired action that reflects the vibration of your desires. For example, if you desire abundance, begin acting as though you are already abundant. Make decisions and take actions that reflect abundance, even in small ways. By aligning your actions with your desired vibration, you reinforce the energetic alignment and create a flow of energy that supports your manifestation. Letting go of limiting beliefs is another crucial step in aligning your vibration. Limiting beliefs are negative thought patterns that keep you stuck in lower vibrational frequencies. These beliefs often stem from past experiences or societal conditioning, and they can block the flow of your desires. To align your vibration, you must identify and release these limiting beliefs, replacing them with empowering beliefs that support your manifestation goals. As you clear out old patterns of thought, you create space for new, higher vibrations to take root. Surrounding yourself with high vibration people, environments, and experiences also plays a significant role in aligning your vibration. The energy around you affects your own vibrational frequency, so it's important to cultivate a positive, uplifting environment. Seek out relationships and situations that nourish your soul and raise your energy. When you are in the presence of high vibration people and experiences, you naturally elevate your own frequency and stay aligned with your desires. Aligning your vibration is not a one-time event, it is an ongoing practice of awareness, intention, and adjustment. It requires you to be mindful of your energy throughout the day, consistently choosing thoughts, feelings, and actions that support your highest good. The more you align your vibration, the more you become a magnet for the things you desire. Manifestation becomes effortless because you are energetically in sync with the reality you wish to create. Ultimately, aligning your vibration means becoming the embodiment of your desires. It means stepping into the version of yourself that already has what you want and living from that place of inner alignment. When you do this, you send a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive, and the universe responds by bringing your desires into physical form. Resistance is often the hidden barrier that keeps you from experiencing the life you truly desire. It is the invisible force that holds you back, preventing your manifestations from unfolding naturally and smoothly. Resistance can take many forms: fear, doubt, attachment, control, and limiting beliefs. These subtle forms of resistance are what keep you stuck, no matter how much effort or intention you put into manifesting your desires. To stop resisting, you must first become aware of where resistance is present in your life. It often shows up in the areas where you feel the most stuck, frustrated, or anxious. Whenever you notice that you are pushing, forcing, or trying too hard to make something happen, that is a sign of resistance. Resistance is rooted in the belief that things are not working out for you, or that you must control the outcome to achieve your desires. This mindset creates friction between you and the flow of life, blocking the very things you want from coming to you. Stopping resistance begins with surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up on your desires. It means letting go of the need to control every aspect of how and when they will manifest. It is about releasing the tight grip you have on the outcome and trusting that the universe knows the best way to bring your desires into your reality. When you surrender, you allow life to flow through you effortlessly. You let go of the mental and emotional tension that keeps you in a state of struggle, and you open yourself up to receiving what you desire with ease. Another way to stop resisting is to shift your focus away from what you perceive to be wrong or missing in your life, and instead focus on what is already working. Resistance thrives on negative attention. When you dwell on what isn't happening, or how far you feel from your goal, you amplify that resistance. By shifting your focus to the positive aspects of your current reality, you release the tension and allow your energy to flow more freely. This shift in focus softens the resistance and creates space for your desires to enter your life. Letting go of attachment to specific outcomes is also a key element in stopping resistance. That attachment creates a sense of need and lack, which only heightens resistance. When you are overly attached to how or when something will happen, you are not in a state of trust. Instead, you are signaling to the universe that you don't believe your desire can manifest unless it happens in a particular way. This attachment creates resistance, which blocks the manifestation process. By releasing attachment and trusting that the universe will bring you what is best for you at the perfect time, you remove the barriers that resistance creates. Embracing uncertainty is another powerful way to stop resisting. Resistance often stems from the fear of the unknown or the desire for certainty. The mind wants to know exactly how things will unfold. But manifestation doesn't work this way. The universe operates in ways that are often beyond our conscious understanding, and things may come together in unexpected ways. When you embrace the unknown and allow yourself to be open to possibilities beyond your imagination, you release the need for control and let the flow of life guide you. This acceptance of uncertainty dissolves resistance and opens you up to receiving in ways you may not have anticipated. One of the most common forms of resistance is doubt. When you doubt that your desires are possible or that you are worthy of receiving them, you create a wall of resistance between you and what you want. Doubt is a form of mental resistance that keeps you in a state of hesitation and fear. To stop resisting, you must actively choose to replace doubt with faith. Faith is the antidote to resistance because it shifts your energy from fear to trust. When you cultivate faith in yourself and in the universe, you dissolve the resistance that doubt creates and open the pathway for your desires to manifest. Another crucial step in stopping resistance is to release the need for perfection. Perfectionism is a subtle form of resistance that shows up as the belief that things must be just right before you can receive your desires. This mindset keeps you in a constant state of waiting and postponing your happiness. When you let go of the need for everything to be perfect, you allow yourself to relax and enjoy the journey. You stop resisting the present moment and begin to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. This release of perfectionism allows manifestation to happen more easily and naturally. In addition to releasing mental resistance, it's also important to let go of emotional resistance. Emotional resistance often shows up as unprocessed feelings of fear, anger, or grief that we hold on to from past experiences. These emotions create energetic blockages that prevent us from fully aligning with our desires. To stop resisting, you must allow yourself to feel and release these emotions. This doesn't mean dwelling on them, but rather acknowledging them, processing them, and letting them go. When you clear emotional resistance, you free up space within yourself to receive new experiences and opportunities. Cultivating patience is another vital aspect of stopping resistance. Resistance often arises when we become impatient with the timing of our manifestations. We want things to happen immediately, and when they don't, we become frustrated, anxious, or discouraged. This impatience creates resistance because it signals a lack of trust in the process. When you cultivate patience, you allow yourself to relax and trust that everything is unfolding in divine timing. You stop pushing against the flow and begin to move with it. This patience creates a sense of inner peace, which dissolves resistance and allows your desires to come to you effortlessly. Finally, stop resisting by embracing the power of acceptance. Acceptance is the ultimate release of resistance because it allows you to be fully present with what is, without judgment or attachment. When you accept your current reality as it is without trying to change or control it, you stop resisting the flow of life. Acceptance doesn't mean you settle for less than what you want, but rather that you find peace in the present moment. This peace creates a vibration of harmony that aligns you with your desires and allows them to manifest naturally and effortlessly. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces you can activate in your life. It is the energy that opens the door to abundance, healing, and transformation. When you feel gratitude now, in this present moment, you align yourself with the frequency of all that is good and all that is possible. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is already present, and in doing so, it expands your capacity to receive even more of what you desire. The beauty of gratitude is that it is not dependent on external circumstances. You don't have to wait for everything to be perfect in order to feel grateful. In fact, the real power of gratitude lies in your ability to feel it even when things seem uncertain or challenging. Gratitude allows you to find peace and joy in the present moment, regardless of what is happening around you. This shift in perspective raises your vibration and attracts more positive experiences into your life. When you practice gratitude, you acknowledge the blessings that already exist in your life. Whether it's the simple pleasure of a warm cup of coffee, the beauty of a sunset, or the love of a close friend, there is always something to be grateful for. By focusing on these small yet meaningful moments, you begin to cultivate a mindset of abundance. This abundance mindset is key to manifesting your desires because it tells the universe that you are already living in a state of fullness and prosperity. The universe responds to this vibration by bringing more of that abundance into your life. Gratitude also has the power to dissolve feelings of lack and scarcity. When you are focused on what you don't have, you emit a frequency of lack, which only attracts more lack into your experience. But when you shift your focus to gratitude, you break free from the cycle of scarcity and open yourself up to the limitless possibilities of the universe. Feeling gratitude now tells the universe that you are ready to receive more of what you desire, because you are already grateful for what you have. This simple yet profound shift in energy can create miraculous changes in your life. In addition to attracting abundance, gratitude has the ability to heal and transform your emotional state. When you feel grateful, you naturally move into a state of love, peace, and contentment. Gratitude calms the mind, soothes the heart, and brings a sense of balance to your emotions. It allows you to see your challenges through the lens of opportunity and growth, rather than as obstacles. In this way, gratitude becomes a tool for emotional resilience and inner strength. The more you practice gratitude, the more you develop the ability to remain centered and grounded, no matter what life throws your way. Feeling gratitude now also strengthens your connection to the present moment. So often we get caught up in worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, and we miss the beauty and magic of what is happening right now. Gratitude brings you back to the present, to the here and now, where life is unfolding in all its richness. When you are fully present, you tap into the flow of life and allow yourself to receive its gifts. Gratitude helps you become more aware of the synchronicities and opportunities that are always available to you in the present moment. Gratitude is not just a mental exercise, it is an emotional and energetic state that you can choose to embody at any time. You don't have to wait for something extraordinary to happen in order to feel grateful. You can cultivate the feeling of gratitude right now, simply by choosing to focus on the good in your life. This shift in focus creates a ripple effect that transforms your entire reality. The more you practice gratitude, the more it becomes a natural part of who you are, and the more you attract positive experiences into your life. One of the most powerful ways to feel gratitude now is through the practice of affirmations. By repeating statements like "I am grateful for all the blessings in my life," or "I am thankful for the abundance that surrounds me," you begin to rewire your mind to focus on the positive. These affirmations create new thought patterns that align with gratitude, helping you to naturally feel more appreciative of the good in your life. Over time, this practice becomes second nature, and you find yourself feeling grateful more often, even in situations that might have previously caused you stress or frustration. Gratitude also strengthens your relationship with the universe. When you express gratitude, you are essentially communicating to the universe that you trust in its wisdom and timing. You acknowledge that everything in your life is happening for your highest good, and you are thankful for the lessons and blessings that each experience brings. This trust deepens your connection with the universe and strengthens your ability to manifest your desires. The more you trust in the flow of life, the more you open yourself up to receiving the abundance that is always available to you. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is its ability to amplify the energy of what you desire. When you feel grateful for something before it has manifested, you are signaling to the universe that you believe it is already yours. This creates a vibrational match between you and your desires, accelerating the manifestation process. For example, if you desire more financial abundance, you can practice feeling grateful for the money you have now, as well as for the money that is on its way to you. This feeling of gratitude aligns your energy with the frequency of abundance, making it easier for you to attract financial blessings into your life. Gratitude also has a profound impact on your relationships. When you feel grateful for the people in your life, you naturally treat them with more kindness, love, and appreciation. This positive energy strengthens your connections and creates a deeper sense of harmony and understanding. Gratitude helps you focus on the good in others, rather than on their flaws or shortcomings, which fosters a more positive and supportive environment in your relationships. As you express gratitude for the love and support you receive, you create a cycle of giving and receiving that deepens the bond between you and those you care about. Finally, gratitude has the power to shift your entire perspective on life. When you choose to feel grateful now, you begin to see the world through a lens of positivity and possibility. Challenges become opportunities for growth, setbacks become lessons, and even the smallest moments become sources of joy and inspiration. Gratitude helps you recognize the beauty and abundance that is already present in your life. And as you focus on these blessings, you attract even more to be grateful for. This shift in perspective transforms your reality and opens the door to a life filled with love, abundance, and fulfillment. When you act from a place of abundance, you are embodying the mindset and energy of already having what you desire. Abundance is not something outside of you that you need to chase or attain. It's a state of being, a way of living that flows from the belief that there is more than enough of everything you need. This perspective transforms your actions, decisions, and experiences because you are no longer motivated by lack, fear, or limitation. Instead, you are driven by a deep sense of fulfillment, trust, and confidence. To act from abundance means you engage with life from the understanding that everything you need is already available to you, whether it's money, love, opportunities, or resources. You are not waiting for some future event to make you feel complete or successful. Rather, you acknowledge that you are already whole and that life is constantly providing for you. When you operate from this state of mind, you move through life with ease and grace because you know that your needs will always be met. Acting from abundance means you don't cling tightly to opportunities or people out of fear of loss or scarcity. You recognize that opportunities are limitless and that holding on too tightly to any one thing creates resistance. This mindset allows you to release what no longer serves you with peace and confidence, knowing that something better is always on the horizon. You no longer operate from desperation, but from calm assurance that what is meant for you will never miss you. This shift in mindset also changes the way you pursue your goals. Instead of approaching your goals with a mindset of struggle and effort, you approach them from a place of joy and fulfillment. When you act from abundance, your actions are inspired by a sense of possibility rather than fear of failure. You are able to take bold steps and embrace risks because you trust that the universe is always supporting your highest good. This allows you to pursue your dreams with enthusiasm and excitement, knowing that success is inevitable. Acting from abundance also means that you share freely with others. When you believe in abundance, you don't fear giving, whether it's your time, money, knowledge, or support, because you know that the more you give, the more you receive. You understand that abundance is a flow, and by contributing to that flow, you are continuously aligning yourself with prosperity. This generosity attracts more abundance into your life, because the universe responds to your willingness to share by providing even more for you to give. Living from abundance also shifts the way you think about your worthiness. You no longer question whether you deserve good things. Instead, you embrace the truth that you are inherently worthy of all the abundance life has to offer. You don't need to prove yourself or earn your place in the world. Your worthiness is a given. This belief in your own value allows you to accept blessings without guilt or hesitation, because you know they are a natural part of your abundant existence. When you act from abundance, your relationships change as well. You no longer seek validation or approval from others to feel secure, because you already feel complete within yourself. This inner sense of abundance allows you to show up in your relationships as your authentic self, without fear of rejection or loss. You are able to give love freely, without needing anything in return, because you are already fulfilled from within. This creates healthier, more balanced relationships that are based on mutual respect and appreciation. Acting from abundance also frees you from the need for competition. In a mindset of lack, you may feel the need to compete with others for success, recognition, or resources, believing that there isn't enough to go around. But when you act from abundance, you understand that there is more than enough for everyone. You celebrate the success of others without feeling threatened or diminished, because you know that their success does not take away from your own. This abundance mindset fosters collaboration, support, and a sense of community where everyone thrives together. Another key aspect of acting from abundance is trust. Trust that the universe is always working in your favor, even when things don't appear to be going your way. Trust that delays and setbacks are simply redirections towards something better. When you act from abundance, you trust the timing of your life and allow things to unfold naturally without forcing or controlling the process. This trust in the flow of life reduces stress and anxiety because you know that everything is happening for your highest good. Acting from abundance also involves recognizing the abundance that is already present in your life. It's easy to focus on what you want but don't yet have. But when you take the time to appreciate the abundance that already surrounds you, whether it's in the form of loving relationships, opportunities, health, or material wealth, you align yourself with the energy of abundance. This alignment makes it easier for more abundance to flow into your life because you are focused on what is working rather than what is lacking. Finally, acting from abundance requires you to be open to receiving. Often people have no trouble giving but struggle to receive, feeling unworthy or uncomfortable with accepting help, compliments, or blessings. But when you act from abundance, you recognize that receiving is just as important as giving. You allow yourself to receive graciously, knowing that by doing so, you are keeping the flow of abundance alive. You understand that receiving is a natural part of the cycle of abundance, and you welcome it with open arms. To act from abundance is to live in harmony with the flow of life, trusting that all your needs are always met, and that the universe is infinitely generous. You move through life with confidence, ease, and joy, knowing that you are always supported, and that there is more than enough for you and everyone else. When you act from this place of abundance, you become a magnet for all that you desire, because your energy is aligned with the limitless possibilities of the universe. In every moment, you hold the power to shift from effort and struggle to ease and trust. The key to manifesting your desires is not in forcing things to happen, but in relaxing into the knowing that they are already yours. You must believe that what you seek is seeking you, and act from a place of abundance, trust, and confidence in the natural flow of life. Stop trying so hard. Let go of the resistance and the need to control. Surrender to the flow, and allow your desires to come to you effortlessly. When you align your vibration with the feeling of already having what you want, and when you embrace gratitude in the present moment, you open yourself to the infinite possibilities that are always available. Manifestation becomes natural, effortless, and inevitable. Your desires are not far away. They exist within you, waiting to unfold. All you need to do is trust the process, assume that it is already done, and move through life with the calm assurance that everything is working in your favor. When you act from abundance, when you embody gratitude, and when you stop resisting, you create space for your manifestations to come into your reality with ease. You know this is already yours. Let go of the struggle and step into the joy of receiving.